She asked me if I wanted to be a counselor.
The lady did? Allison did?
I love that camp. It sounds like such a piece of 1950s and
Doesn't
60s.
it?
Yeah, it sounds like fun.
No
Sounds very
competition.
fun.
It's great.
Yep.
All right, y'all know who this is. This is Casey Orr,
We love Casey.
our sweet 20-something. So it's time for you to come back and tell us what you did this weekend, always on a Monday.
Yes, this weekend I went to a women's self-defense class, and it was taught by a local police officer, and it was the coolest thing. And I think it's something that all women should know how to do, and he taught us how to take your purse and defend yourself with your purse, things that you would have on you, like your cell phone, a bottle of water. So it was
Instead of having to go out and buy something, use what you have. You can find a weapon in almost anything.
Absolutely, that's exactly what he said. And the women that came to the class were single moms and just people who were like, I don't know how to fight, so I want to teach myself how to defend myself if something were to happen.
How long was the class? How long were you there?
The class was about 1.5 hours to 2 hours, and this particular class was the last of a 6-week group of classes. And so these girls were so fierce. You could see them getting it. Yeah, they were great. And you do a cardio workout beforehand, and they teach you just how to take care of yourself. It's really neat.
It also must build confidence too, because you feel great. I mean, for a woman, for anybody to have that skill.
What was your biggest takeaway from there, Casey?
Just a sense of, I didn't go to the whole 6-week class, but I feel better now that I can defend myself just from watching it. Now, they let me warm up with them, but they said to carry a couple rolls of quarters in your purse. And it gives you a sense of security that you didn't have before.
Because it's so heavy, you can whack them with your purse?
Yes, you can bebop them.
Right.
It's fun.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
And we should say, too, you mentioned that you don't mind saying that you kind of had a personal inspiration to take this class.
Yes, I did. A few weeks ago, a friend and I were held at gunpoint and robbed in a very well-lit parking lot. And so you just never know when it's going to happen. And I wish I had taken this before.
But do they actually recommend that women, I understand that if they have to defend themselves, please do so. But,
Right.
Most people will not have to face that, which is great.
Right.
But what did they tell you about, if you're being held at gunpoint, that's kind of different from whacking them over the head with a purse with quarters,
That's
right?
exactly what the police officer, Officer Hogwood, said. He said if you are in a situation where a gun is at your head, that's completely different, just to do what he says. But he said that you can start to focus on different things, like what do they look like, certain characteristics, because when you have a gun at your face, you get tunnel vision, and you just look at the gun and that's all you see, instead of, you have no idea what he looked like because you're just looking at the gun.
And that way you can help police catch the person later on.
And help other people out.
All right, the class, is it offered periodically?
He said that if you can get a group of 10 people, he can teach it. This particular class was at the Sports Barn on Lee Highway. He said failing to prepare is preparing to fail, and that really spoke to me. I thought that was so neat. There's his website, his phone number to contact him, and he is a police officer that just really cared. And you could just see it, just the way he was dealing with these women, and just really wants you to succeed.
All right,
really cool.
What are you doing next week?
I haven't decided yet. I've got a couple options.
And if you want to email Casey, we have her email up there for you, but it's KOR@WRCBTV.com.
Give her some suggestions.
There she is. All right, thanks,
Great,
Casey.
Thank you.
We're back after this.
How?